Do you guys want to use one of the Google Drawings again for this week's?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought.
Okay.
We were gonna use
that really well before.
Yeah. I'll make one and I'll email it to you guys.
All right. Now, are we supposed to draw a graph?
I think we're like supposed to like draw like the cycle, the whole how everything works, how it's not how like the sun getting warmer or whatever, how that brings it up, and how the as the temperatures rise, then the sea expands and gets warmer, which then makes the ice melt and raises the sea levels more, and that causes more CO2, which raises the temperature. They were supposed to sort of like get that whole like cycle.
All right.
I think that so I'm reading the instructions. It says, let's see, create one illustration or more if you wish that shows the interconnectedness of some of the factors mentioned in the video that contribute to climate change. So I didn't make a list. Did anybody make a list of things? I mean, I have a few things.
From the video?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're supposed to clearly demonstrate the relationship between the factors you've chosen to work with. So we don't have to do all of them. We just have to pick something.
Okay.
All right, I emailed you guys.
Are we recording already?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's not opening. I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, mine opened, so I'll try again.
Okay, I'll try again.
Actually, I did write down a couple of notes as I'm reading through these. I wrote some notes about the Milankovitch cycles of the oscillation, precession of the tilt, eccentricity. Then I wrote some other things. I wrote down the Milankovitch cycles change the way the sun hits the earth, which causes the oceans to release more CO2, which then amplifies warming. And the rising CO2 is also followed by a temperature increase. There's more of that in the atmosphere. And then more severe storms leads to a rise in sea level, which causes more droughts and floods, and the oceans become more acidic. I don't remember how the oceans became more acidic, though. Is that just because of the increased rainfall? Acid rain?
Yeah.
What did the rest of you guys think of?
I don't know how do you guys want to draw that, though. I was thinking it was going to be like a graph. So that shows
I guess
the relation between
two things?
Yeah, between the carbon dioxide and relation, with the temperature of the. But then this is different. I mean, it was part of what he was saying in the video, but.
Probably have to know some good numbers to do a graph, though.
Yeah. I wrote them all down, but to do something else instead.
All right, Mr. Graduate, you're being quiet. What do you have?
I was just looking through stuff. Let's see.
We're all jealous of you, Ben. Oh, he's on.
Don't be at this point. Please don't be at this point. Not yet.
Tomorrow?
What's that?
In your graduation party.
It's on Tuesday. Well, graduation is Tuesday, and so after Tuesday it'll be graduation party.
Okay, so our final doesn't open until Monday.
No.
It's kind of weird. I'll still have homework to do after I graduate. It's pretty crazy.
From this class or other classes?
No, this class.
This
We have our
class?
final geo journal, our final, and this class is due all by like next Friday, if I remember right. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get him. I think you can do everything except the final before then, though. So I'm gonna try and do everything but the final because we have a family reunion all next week.
Mine's not gonna happen until after after Tuesday for this class, anyways. So it's probably a good thing because everything is coming to head right now. It's nuts. So
I already finished all the assignments.
what's that?
With all my assignments, I already submitted the geojournal and the bibliography, everything.
Good. I still got to do my annotated bibliography thing.
Oh, the PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, That was my first PowerPoint. So
Oh, nice.
see how that goes. All right, we should probably get back to work now. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a question
So,
about that
What
afterwards.
do you want to draw then?
Well, if you had an idea for a graph, why don't you start some ideas about what two things you wanted to compare on a graph?
I just had on one axis, I had the carbon dioxide, the years, have as many years as you want, 10 years, 15 years. And then on the other side, on the axis, I had the temperature, the temperature of the Earth.
Do you have some numbers to put in those?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking more like drawing a picture of rain coming down and showing
Cycle, right?
low sea level and then the higher sea level. But that would be pretty basic, not very exciting, like yours.
No, but that would be fun too.
Well, either way.
Yeah, I was thinking more like what Teresa was talking about.
Yeah, the cycle, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Start drawing.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm good either way. I'll fill in.
So what's
Drawing.
the first step that they sort of talk about? Like the first thing that causes it?
well, I think that's part of the whole purpose of this activity is to help us understand there really isn't one cause, but
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
lots of different things work.
And they contribute together.
Yeah, and so like when one thing changes, it affects something else, and then that affects something else, which in turn affects the first thing, either to help it continue what it's doing or to change it. That's
It's like,
that's my understanding of what we've been learning about.
yeah.
Um,
So like what it's saying like in the video is that we release 30 gigatons of carbon,
Yeah.
and
Carbon
that
dioxide. Here. Uh-huh.
and that increases that's been steadily increasing the amount of CO2 in the air, which leads to the rise in temperatures, and the rise in temperatures then leads to the sea levels rising, right?
okay.
Then ice melts. Would have precipitation too. have also the greenhouse effect if you want to put it in the drawing.
Yeah.
Water out there.
So last week when my thing locked up, I can draw stuff, but I can't manipulate it. I can't erase it.
The same thing this week?
Yeah. I started drawing, thinking I would maybe draw, like, try and start a picture while we were talking, and
You want them deleted?
yeah, I can't delete anything. I have my crosshairs for drawing, but I can't uncrosshairs myself. How's that?
Okay.
Well, somebody deleted it for you.
Yes, thank you. I think that was
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so what do we want to draw first then?
I was waiting for your graph to pop in there. Add some help, add some details to your graph or something.
Okay.
We could draw a picture of some of the Milankovitch cycles. You know, the globe with the Earth with the elliptical orbit changing, being stretched out or wobbling. That would be.
Oh, it's like the obliquity, precession, and eccentricity, all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I can do that.
This is so funny watching somebody else draw. Okay, I think I've got my.
Yeah, no, mine's not wanting to do anything.
I had to go back up and actually click on the thing that I was using before, and then it released it. And I didn't remember having to do that before. So is this the graph that's showing up here, or is that part of the oblique?
Drawing the
That'd be the graph.
Yeah, that's the graph.
Okay. Would it be easier to do it on like an Excel thing or something and copy paste it in? I don't know.
I don't know.
So I have access to text boxes, so I could label some things for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I see.
What do you want that first globe to Earth model to be?
It's supposed to be the obliquity.
All right. Let's see if it'll let me-
Obliquity, I don't know, however you pronounce it.
All right. Let's see if I can make this all fit in one box. Doesn't need to be quite that big though. English would probably work better. now I'm trying to decide if that first one matches precession better or if it matches obliquity better.
Oh yeah, I mean, I sort of copied the drawing that I saw on the.
It looks, I mean, it's looking really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then the last one. Oh, yes, with the circles. Good idea. I had not realized how much the Earth can change in its rotation on its axis.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a while since I've had kids heavily involved in science, so in my house. So, so what can I help you with? Are you putting numbers on the left side? Can I help with that, or what would you like me to help with?
Yeah. Why don't you? The next line should be 320.
Okay.
And 20 MMPs. So the next one will be 340, 360.
Okay, I can do that.
Have room to explain that that's the CO2 levels. So maybe I can put it somewhere. And then down here.
Okay. Tired of making boxes. I copy boxes and move them around.
I'll be right back, guys. I need to go get some water.
All right. That did not turn out as well as I planned. Not at all. There we go. Let's see, it's doing it again. All right, I will just keep doing my little boxes here. And tell me again what this side is, and I can do a text box for that as well.
Okay. So I was thinking on the bottom, we can add every 5 years. 1965 and so on. So every 5 years, we're gonna what the levels are.
Okay. Ooh, nice elliptical orbit.
Nice.
You should make your sun bigger, though. It looks like the Earth and the sun are the same size.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, the font has to be smaller. Yeah. And on this side, I'm gonna start making lines.
Okay, just figured out that we all have our own color. I'm a little slow on the uptake. Yeah, those orbits look really good.
I'll make them and you can drag them into place.
I can't make my little tiny CO2.
Now, how do you guys write? Make the little O for Celsius. You know. To write the temperature.
I don't know if you can do it in this.
Probably
In Google
insert. No.
I don't know if it's because you got to find the subscript or superscript.
I think the sub below and super is above.
Yeah, I believe that's how it goes. A lot of I know in Word you can like highlight it and then right click and then you go into edit text and it'll do it that way. But I don't know how you do it in this type of a deal.
Okay, so I just did one on a Word document. I did CO2 and it.
You might be able to.
And I copied and pasted it right into this document. And
that's what I was going to say. You could probably do that.
The format's continue over.
On the right of the screen, I have to write down temperature in Celsius, so I don't know how to write with a little.
The Celsius, though.
The degrees. You could just say temperature in Celsius, and then you wouldn't have to put the little dot, the little circle.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
I figured out how to, well, I don't know if that works. There. I have one right over there. Little CO.
How did you do that?
So I went to, where do you want it? I'll put it where you want it. I went to a Word document and I did a capital C and a lowercase letter O. And then in my Word, up on the tabs at the top that allow you to do a bunch of different things, I'm in the home section on mine. And right next to bold and italicized and underline, there's another one that has a letter A with a number 2 in that's smaller, that's up in the right-hand corner, and I just highlighted my lowercase o and hit that A with the 2 in the corner, and it made it look like that. And that's how I did the CO2 for the carbon dioxide as well, is that button next to it has the number 2 down below.
Okay.
So just,
Then we need to do that over here.
let's see. So I had a little definition over, did I spell Milankovic correctly? I don't know if I spelled Milankovic. M-A-L-A-N-K-O-V-I-C, yeah. Milankovic cycles change where the sun hits the earth, causing the oceans to release their carbon dioxide, which amplifies. I don't know where this box is from. Is this box important to somebody?
No, we can delete it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to delete all my other stuff, but I can't access the stuff underneath it. Oh, there we go.
Now you can delete it. There you go.
Okay. I might have created it. Who knows? Okay. I'm going to read the directions again so we can think. There's something else we need to include here. Showing the interconnectedness of some of the factors mentioned in the video that contribute to climate change. To clearly demonstrate the relationship between the factors we've chosen to work with. I gave you my Celsius.
Thank you very, very much.
Do we need to add more definitions about the different parts of the cycles of the sun? Or I'm sorry, the cycles of the Earth's rotation? And I've got what they are. So I suppose if the angle is changed, the first one, obliquity, if it's changed a little bit more, then different parts of the hemispheres are closer to or farther away from the sun, right?
And I think it changes the amount of light that's able to pass through.
Changes the amount of what?
I think it changes the amount of light that passes through as well.
Okay.
I think more light can go in depending on which angle it's
where
at.
you are on the Earth?
Mm-hmm.
In the angle? To be increasing or decreasing the amount of light?
Mm-hmm. Depending on the angle.
How about the energy from the sun? Rather
Yeah,
than
that's good.
well, the sun where though?
I think just in general.
Okay, so that works.
Yeah.
All right. And the wobbly rotation around the axis. What does that do?
I'm not super sure on that.
Trying to remember. Wobbly rotation on the axis. Let's see if I wrote anything down in my other notes from the reading. That would be helpful.
there something I can help with?
Yeah, figure out how precession or wobbly rotation affects the sun. The energy that we receive from the sun. I know what to write.
Well, it tries to, correct me if I'm wrong, that by the rotation, the wobbly rotation, it throws off. How was I going to ask this? A different axis, and so then that can change where it is at, right?
Yeah, well, it says the
Does that make
wobbly
sense?
axis causes fluctuations in the seasonal and latitudinal distribution of solar radiation. These variations, in turn, contributed to the alternating glacial interglacial episodes of the Ice Age. So
Okay, yeah, I see that now.
Okay,
Yep.
so in English.
So I think it's as the precession changes, the I thought I understood it, but now I'm confused again.
Well, I think you said something about it affecting the ice and glaciers. Did you say something about it affecting the glacier?
The alternating glacial and interglacial episodes of the Ice Age. So, like I said, it changes the season. So it changes.
It fluctuates.
How long it's hot, how long it's cold.
That?
So is that due by the angle, or the angle of the Earth, and then the rotation of it depends on how it fluctuates fluctuates the seasons and stuff? Am I understanding that correctly?
I think so.
I wonder if it's like if you take a pencil and you're holding a pencil still, the first one, the pencil just tips slightly to one side or the other, right? That's the obliquity. If I'm saying that correctly. But for the precessional, instead of having the pencil be stationary, it's moving as well in a circle, as well as the Earth. So that to me,
it will fluctuate things because of the torsional twist of the rotation of the pencil just turning, but also going around.
So if it's wobbly, would that mean that there would be some areas that would stay longer in the summer season and other areas that would stay longer in the winter season? Is that what we're describing?
I would say yes on that.
I'm going to watch the smart figure from chapter 18 real quick on it.
Okay. Oh, just a little side note. I had emailed Brother Shirtlift because the video he sent out said our final was going to be accessible on certain dates that made it be Saturday and a Sunday. And he said that's slightly outdated, and it's going to be available the 17th until the 21st.
Okay.
Yeah, the dates were different.
And he's putting together a study guide that he'll send out as soon as he's finished.
Awesome.
That's what I said. Tuesday. That was my best test ever, the one where I did the study guide.
Yeah, because then we have an idea, more or less, what we're supposed to study. He said that mainly it's going to be from the last lessons. Likely we're going to have some questions from other lessons from the beginning of the year.
Right. So it looks like Monday morning through Friday.
Yep. Enough time to study.
Yeah. And then it looks like the assignment for this is our last group meeting, because when I looked at next week's group assignment, we're doing a Gigapan, but it's doing it ourselves. We don't do it as a group.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we don't get to meet tomorrow again unless we like really want to.
Yeah, we don't have to.
I mean, we do have a good time and we learn a lot of things.
I wouldn't be ready for the one tomorrow.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm going to be writing an essay tomorrow.
So was the annotated presentation, I know he put that as a due date last night, but is it a hard due date of Saturday, or am I like way off?
I think it's Saturday.
I don't know. I thought it was Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that turned in already, and then I realized I hadn't attached the entire list of all of my weekly things, and so then I had to go in and add another attachment that just has the link to my Google Doc that has all of them lined up by week. So I guess if I had remembered that when I was submitting my actual annotated bibliography, I could have done them both in the same post, but I didn't do that. So he has two from me.
I gotta get it turned in. I haven't got it done yet. I'm behind on it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love the end of the semesters.
Yeah, especially when everything is cramped together.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and it's hard when the last week is an abbreviated week. You have the same number of stuff to do in that abbreviated week, and then you throw graduation in the middle as well. That just seems really strange, but maybe that's because they don't assume that most people that are doing an online course are in that graduating group. I don't know how they can have graduation before the end of the semester, but it works for somebody. Works for somebody. So I was going to add something more to this pre-session.
I couldn't really get anything else from the video. I just finished it.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how we're gonna draw something from the video. I don't know what he's expecting us to do.
Yeah, the only other notes that I took from the video, besides the part about the Milankovitch cycles, was the effect of when there's changes in the Earth's orbit, it causes more severe storms, and that added rainfall and snowfall and can raise the sea level, which leads to more flooding. And then the acid rain. I don't know.
You said
a lot to draw.
that's due to the obliquity, the precession, and the eccentricity, right?
Yeah, any of those things can help to cause the storms and this rising sea level and the drought or floods and acidic ocean water. And that's one thing that I was really intrigued by, was how much everything is interconnected together. And then, like I said, I think that was the main purpose of this activity, is to let us know it's not just one thing. It's not just all of the pollution caused by our industrial age, even though that was a major spike, was when the industrial age came about. That's when we had the big spike in CO2 levels, but other things are contributing as well. I think about all that methane gas every time we drive through Idaho, drive past all of those cow farms on our way to Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to
And I know
car on inside here in certain locations because it's just so potent that you can't. Yeah.
It's a smell of money.
Smell of money. That's true.
Dead quiet.
I had to think. I thought, did I hear that right?
I turned off the camera. I didn't know you were going to call. Out the corner of my eyes.
All right. What else can I help with? Yeah, I'm not. I think what we got for procession would be fine. In my opinion.
What else are we gonna draw then?
What was that, Pilar?
We're gonna draw. Is that it?
Well, I'm still trying to figure out what's going in your graph.
Oh, I'm just putting all the numbers that I have.
More numbers. Do you want me like to fill in some of the numbers
in, and you can start filling in the inside because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it going up by a 1/10 for each one of those other numbers?
Well, yeah, probably. We're gonna make more divisions right there. The next number that I have, 360.
Because since you've
Okay,
got
so the 360 is done. I need another line like 2/10 after 0.2, or maybe just 1/10. Yeah, 1/10.
because we don't know what you have intended to put in the center of the graph, and you've got to take off in about 10 minutes. So
yeah. So how about? Oh my goodness.
So if you could draw what goes in the middle that you had talked about, then we would be able to kind of format things around a little bit.
Yeah.
It was just, I was just gonna draw the.
Does there need to be a 0.05 in between the
Yeah.
one? Okay. No worries.
And I need a 0.4.
I see one there.
Right there?
Point. Yeah, but I need the 0.4 closer 80 carbon dioxide level. So it lines up with the 380. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bring it up.
Mm.
So it lines up with 380. Okay. So.
About in there.
Yes.
And then we can delete the line.
Line.
There we go.
Whoops.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
I need in between the 0.4, I need 2 more lines. Move the 0.4 a little higher so we have enough room for 2 more lines. Yeah, because I need a 0.32 and a 0.35. So actually I need 3 lines then in between.
I'll move the label out of the way because we might need to.
Yeah.
Oops, that was not the label. So sorry. Put that back up here. There we go.
So where do I find like dots? I need the dots to connect the graphs now. Find dots.
Okay.
Shapes or if I cannot find that.
Maybe you could just do a circle,
A
small circle.
Yeah. That's what I thought about doing. Yeah. Alright.
So if I do that,
Yeah. So put it down a little bit more. Let me bring it.
I'm just going to put a bunch there and you can just move them where you want them to be. How about that?
Can I just move them? Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Oh, what did I just? Oh, okay. All right, that one stays there.
And this is part
Then 19
of what?
up.
What chemical is this?
This graph that I'm gonna plot is for the temperature, how the temperature rises with the CO2 levels.
Well, okay, so you want me to put CO2 parts per million? I can put the CO2 in that
Yes.
label for you. Okay, so let me copy this one.
And this one goes.
How's that?
Hmm.
1970.1. In the 1970 it was 0.1. Mm. 75 is.
Do you need more dots for the temperature also?
Let me see.
Are there going to be two separate lines on the graph?
Yeah, so we had to do two different colors.
All right, so
Yeah.
well, the line we can draw in different colors. That'll be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's really not what I wanted. This
1986.
I'm just throwing them up here so they're a little easier to find, okay?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm just going to put them all right here close together. Maybe that's a bad location to store them. I don't know.
Because I'm going that way, right?
Yeah, I'll put them over here. It's like I said, you're the only person that has the magic numbers, so.
Sorry. Maybe I can give you some numbers before I leave. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
That would be awesome.
Okay, who's going to write it down?
I can write them down.
Okay.
Okay. In 1985,
All right.
the temperature was 0.1.
All right.
In 90, it was 0.2.
All right.
85, it was 0.32,
All right.
which we don't have it there yet. In 2000, it was 0.35.
All right.
And that's all the years that I did until the 2000.
All right.
So the dots that you have on the graph now on the lower left side,
Yeah.
where did they go? I'm trying to figure out if
Okay. The 1960 it was
and is this CO2
Yeah.
what you're saying?
the ones that I already put on the graph.
Uh-huh. Looks like
So that you guys can,
looks like you have 5 on there. You want to
yeah,
just
I went to 1980.
so do you need the other dots or not?
No, you can move them for the rest of the years, 85, 1985, and 2000.
Okay, with the numbers that you just gave us.
1985 and 0.1.
85 is 0.1, yes. You want me to give you the other numbers for the CO2 levels?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can take those right now.
okay, you take those numbers and I'll start moving the other dots then.
All right.
All right, so then I have, in between 1960 and 1965, I have two numbers. So I don't know if you want to use them or we're just gonna 1965 and
Ram
from
both
there.
down.
Yeah, let's just go from 1965 maybe.
All right, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, in 1965, I have minus 0.2.
For the parts per million?
Yes.
Okay.
Or point. Okay, in 1965, I have, yeah, it goes all the way to 320.
320?
Do you know what I'm talking about? So 1965, you're gonna put the little circle
Uh-huh.
to the level of 320 carbon dioxide level.
All right.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Maybe.
Yeah, so here, I'll grab a dot. So you mean like
Yeah, I can tell you. Yeah, grab a dot.
I could grab it. There we go.
I'm gonna connect mine
1965.
so that you don't steal mine.
Yeah.
You see right there?
Very good. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
1970.
All right.
1970, I have 324.
All right.
You know, since we only have 320 and 340, so you just have to 324 would be. And then 1975, I have 32.
332?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, and then that was 1975, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
1980 is all the way to 340.
All right.
5, it was 344.
Okay.
In 90, it was 352.
Okay.
1995, 60.
Did you say what 1995 was, or have you, or no?
360.
360. All right.
Then I have 2000, 300 and 5.
Okay.
And then and 5.
All right.
And pretty close to 380.
All right.
So in between, and that's all the numbers that I had until 2005.
Okay.
All right, so these dots that are up here, do you still need these dots?
Yes.
Okay. I have lost the ability to change the color of anything, so if you can make your lines that you draw a different color than black when you're connecting.
Yeah. I'll do that.
And I'll put a code, I have access to text box again, so I'll put a key down here that says black line, except not in that giant.
Pilar, what'd you say 2000 was again?
10 was 375.
75. All right.
What color do you want to use for your line?
I was going to use red.
Red.
Yeah.
Bad red.
No red. I can use a different one.
You know, carbon or CO2 levels or carbon dioxide levels. So if you want to have any numbers for 2010, 15, 20, if you guys want to, you can go smaller, but that's up to you.
All right. All right.
Anything else before I leave?
Oh, I think it's been fun getting to know you guys a little bit.
Yes, it
Yeah.
has. Thank you guys for a great semester.
Yeah. Thanks.
Good luck, guys.
Same to you. Take care.
Good luck on the final.
Will do.
Yeah.
And get an A on the final.
Good luck to you on it.
I'm not planning on getting an A, that's for sure. I'll be glad if I pass it.
At this point, that's all I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck with everything, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You too. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that looks really good. It looks much better with the numbers more aligned. So thank you for taking time to do that.
Yeah, does that look better? I guess we can delete these upper two marks.
Yeah, and can we make that lines shorter on the
This one?
on the vertical parts of the graph that
Yeah.
don't need to be up there that tall? We could probably take out our 420 because we don't go that high. I wanted to make it look a little less crowded.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to?
How's that?
That looks much better. Thank you. Do you want to make the word red line be red, or just have the word red be red, or just leave it alone?
I can make it red.
And then do we just put like a couple of sentences that say something about the increases in CO2 correlate to increases in temperature? or the averages of the CO2 match that increased averages of CO2 match the increased averages of temperature or something? I think.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Excuse me.
Fun, yeah, that's the word. Okay. Goodness, giant words. Increases in the average. Oops. See, oh, I have to copy and paste. After I put my of CO2 respond to increases.
All right.
Temperatures over time. How's that?
Seems good to me.
Awesome. We did it. Our last project. Woo!
Yeah.
Looks awesome.
Good job.
Yeah, good job, everyone.
Yes. Well, gentlemen, good luck on things, and you definitely won't see Jeremy in classes in the future, but I suppose it could run into Darren in the future.
Yeah,
Very well could.
I've seen Jeremy like a few times. Took me like by the time I walked past you is when I realized I was you. But, yeah. Like, to me, you're up to your shoulders. That's you're not like a full human. You just got your head shot. That's all you are.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. And I'm about that tall too. So, yeah.
Well, good luck on your move and your new job and all those things. Oh, we could probably stop our broadcasting. Sorry.
Yeah.